He said, therefore you are my witnesses that I am God. The translation of the text, therefore you are my witnesses, says, therefore you are my witnesses, comma, I am God. Now the text says that I am. But the Hebrew translation says, I am God. Meaning that at the end of my sermon, if you still don't believe, he's still God. All right. Meaning that if you leave out of here and you refuse to tell your testimony, he said, I'm still God. And I want to encourage every person in this room to not be ashamed of the God of your salvation. We must tell the world that when we leave this place, that there is a God who sits high and looks low. There is a God who looks past my faults and failures. There is a God who changes not. I must tell somebody here today that no matter what you do, or how far you may fall, this Jesus who died long ago and shed his blood for your sins and mine is still able to save. I want to encourage somebody here today that when you need him most, he will answer prayer. Yeah, I want to encourage somebody here this evening that he is God. I don't care what nobody else may say. Jesus is the only way. I don't know about you, but Buddha, no Muhammad could do it. The wind of the sky could do it. No, the sun could do it. But it was Jesus. Yes, it was. It was Jesus. Yes, the Father took a part of himself and wrapped it in humanity. Came down from heaven, walked the earth amongst unbelieving men, and he died for your sin and mine. I don't know about you here this evening, but I believe every word he said, his word is true. Yeah, his word is true. Is there any believers in here this afternoon? Let me see you wave your hand. If you know it's Jesus, testify to somebody and tell your neighbor it was Jesus who saw me through. It was Jesus who brought me out. It was Jesus. Oh, Jesus. It was Jesus. Yes, it was him. Nobody but Jesus. Nobody but Jesus. Nobody but Jesus. Nobody but Jesus. I was driving here and I said, Lord, I know what you told me to preach. And he said, James, I know what I told you to preach. I said, Lord, what if people don't say nothing? What if people don't respond? He said, preach anyway. I said, God, well, I have to preach anyway. He said, preach because you have been with me. He said, preach because you are not ashamed of the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is the power unto salvation. So, all the saved people and people who might not know, I want to encourage you to make sure that he's not a God of habit. Make sure he's not a God of tradition, but make sure he's a God of your right now. He's in your life. I want everyone to please stand if you don't.